Hello, I'm Catherine and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if this is a return visit. I'm so glad that you decided to join me today. Today I'm going to be using a full face of Catrice Cosmetics. Catrice is an interesting company. I usually buy Catrice products at Ulta, but you can buy them on their website, which a few of these products that I'm going to be using today, I did purchase off their website. Just to give you a little bit of insight into Catrice, they were actually founded in 2004 in Germany by a group of women, which is great because we are in Women's History Month. So this is perfect to try on a full face of Catrice Cosmetics during this month. They actually moved to the United States and started selling products in 2015, and they have an office in New York. They have 5 beauty philosophies, which I think are very interesting. First of all, quality makeup, affordable price tag, fabulous. Innovation fuels us, so they have very innovative products like we're going to see today. We're obsessed with face products, love that. Our makeup community is everything, and play with animals, don't test on them. So they are a cruelty-free company, which is great. So I'm going to be going ahead and doing a full face of makeup and reviewing the products as I go along. Some of these products are first impressions for me, most of them actually today, and some I actually have used before. So I will be giving you any insight that I have, and we're going to see what kind of a look we come up with. So if you are interested in seeing a full face of Catrice Cosmetics, stay tuned. To start off, we're going to be trying a primer, and this is the No More Red primer from their Prime and Fine series, and this is actually made with hemp oil. This is supposed to balance and soothe the skin while the formula's subtle green tint neutralizes any redness. I actually don't have a whole lot of redness on my face today, so I'm sorry this is not going to be a great test. So I'm just going to put this all over my face. Has a very herby smell. I'm assuming that's the hemp. Feels nice though. It's not greasy at all. And is going into the skin very nicely. That's our first product today. The next product we're going to try today is their newest foundation. This is their True Skin Hydrating Foundation. This is supposed to enhance your true skin. It has a medium buildable coverage, which we'll test, and it's supposed to give you a natural, real skin finish. It is formulated with hyaluronic acid and watermelon seed oil for added hydration. And it has a lightweight texture that melts into your skin and is available in 20 shades. I have the shade 002 Neutral Ivory, which we will see. It seems quite light, so we're gonna see, but there weren't a lot of great shade choices. There's the shade there. I'm going to be just using my Morphe 2 Kabuki brush. It's very light. I might need to go up a color in this, but we're going to make this work today. Seems to be blending into the skin nicely. It's definitely a shade too light for me. Sometimes these lighter foundations, once they go into your skin, they kind of settle down, but this one is definitely this is gonna make me look pretty ghostly, you can already tell. So as you can tell, pretty good coverage. I'm gonna do some on my neck because this is so uneven. And I'm gonna build up on a sunspot and see if that works. Definitely buildable coverage. Okay, I'm not even going to use the rest of this because that's done a pretty good job. So it does a good job. You can definitely see that this shade is too light for me right now, but we're going to hope maybe some bronzer will help that situation. But this feels nice. I'll bring you in to see. It feels very lightweight on the skin. There's no tack. It's, I would say, a demi-matte finish. There's no real luminosity or radiance or dew, and it has given decent coverage. I'd actually venture to guess medium to full coverage, but it might be because it's just so light that I'm seeing that. So this again is the True Skin Hydrating Foundation. Okay, the next product that I'm going to use is this Catrice Camouflage Cream. And I've actually used this before. This is an under eye corrector, and it does a really nice job. It's very hard in the pan, I will tell you that. And so sometimes I like to just get any type of an eye blending brush to get some up. And I just like to place this where I have darkness under my eyes. So this peachy tone is going to neutralize the dark. I'll bring you in to do this side so you can see. So I'm just going to put some here and we're going to neutralize. Do you see how that worked? And it is a good corrector. Let's see if I did a pretty good job over here. And you don't want a lot of it, and you don't need to take it everywhere. You just want to have it where you have the most darkness. So this is a great little product for that. Then for concealer, I'm going to be using this liquid Camouflage. This is the high coverage concealer, and I have the shade Fair Ivory. So I'm going to put just a little bit of this here, and I'm going to use my sponge. This is the lightest shade in this range, so it definitely will be brightening for me. That's done a pretty good job. So that's a nice concealer. Next, I'm going to be using the Prime and Fine Mattifying Powder. This is transparent. I'm going to just be going into this, and I don't really need a lot of powder. It doesn't have a smell, but this is also a waterproof powder, which is really nice when you're dealing with a lot of humidity. This is a great powder to take with you on a trip if you're going somewhere tropical with a lot of heat and humidity. Okay, so we need to bronze this skin up. I mean, I look like a ghost. So I do have it's called their Sungasm Bronzer. And I'll show you what it looks like right here in the pan. And this is in the shade Golden Ecstasy. And this is an ultra fine bronzing powder, highly pigmented with a sun-kissed shimmery finish. So this is not a matte bronzer, and that's okay. We're going to do whatever we can to warm the skin up. I have not used this product, so I have no idea what the tone is. It's nice. It's very nice. Talk about some skin that needed some bronzer. Ooh, pretty. You can really see. It does have a sheen, but it's very slight, so you're not going to be putting a bunch of shimmer on your skin. Okay, I really like that. That's a nice bronzer. It's given a little bit of sheen, but it's really nice. It's not too orangey. The color is nice and has really warmed up my face, which it was desperately needed after that foundation. For blush today, I'm going to be using the Glowing Multicolor Blush Box. This is in the shade It's Wine O'Clock. It's a really pretty shade that has some plum and some pink and then some light peach, kind of all mixed together in a mosaic. I'm going to just use a regular blush brush and go ahead and put some blush on here. Get a little bit more life in this face. And then the highlight today I'm going to be using is new, and it's their More Than Glow highlight. The shade is Supreme Rose Beam, and it really does look beautiful. I mean, I can barely, there you go, now you can see it. I'm going to go ahead and get a highlight brush, go in. I have no idea of how gleaming this will be. Very pretty. Pretty. Can't tell what it's reminding me of. It's a little chunky here. This is reminding me of another highlight, and I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it's very pretty. I'll bring you in just so you can see. So I do see a little bit of some chunkiness. Not a lot, not as much on this side. It is new, and sometimes there's like an overspray on top, and once you get past that, it's a little bit better. But on this side, I definitely saw a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit of some chunkiness, which is not as usually as flattering on over 40 skin. So far, so good. This is the complexion done. Let's move on to eyes. I did not have a Catrice brow product, so I'm just going to be using my e.l.f. brow pencil and my clear eyebrow gel from Almay. Okay, so now we're going to move on to eyes. I have a couple eye products that I wanted to use. The first one I got was this liquid shadow. This is a matte waterproof liquid shadow. I thought I would use this sort of as the base. I love products like this. They're really easy to use, and I have not used this one. This is just like a kind of a pink brown shade that should give a nice base to the eye. So that's really pretty. I like this product. It's very nice, and it is matte. We're gonna let it settle for a little bit, and I'm gonna talk to you about the eyeshadow palette that I've really been enjoying. I've had this one for a little bit, and it is their Basic Bae eyeshadow palette. It's just a nice neutral palette, and I have used this quite a few times. The formula in here is great. The range of shadows is great. So we already have a base to our eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into this top shade, Basic, just for the brow bone. And I'll probably come back to that later to kind of diffuse. So I think I will deepen this outer corner just a touch. So I'll go into this hashtag MCM. I'm gonna go in pretty lightly because this is a deeper shade. I was sort of heavy-handed on this side, so I'm actually going to go into another shade to kind of lighten this out a little bit. Okay, so I have that deeper shade on the outer corner, and I'm going to go in here to back to Basic and just make sure that that's diffused on the edges. And then for the shimmer, I think I'm going to go into this top shade here called Wifey. And we're going to see with a brush what we get. Oh yeah, that's very nice. It's really brightened it up. Okay, so that is the eye look with the Basic Bae palette, which works really well. I really didn't need this liquid eyeshadow underneath, and it may have affected a little bit of how the shadows were laying down on my eyes, because typically I haven't had any issues with these, and they were a little bit harder to blend today, but I think it might have been because of this. And I just was curious to use it, but you definitely wouldn't need to use this with it. Next, I have an eyeliner from Catrice. This is their Color and Contour eye pencil, and the shade is Stella McBrownie. I love a good brown eye pencil. And we're going to see how this goes on, and hopefully it doesn't tug. Nicely done, and no tugging, and very fine line, which I like. This is an 18-hour wear, so we'll see about that, but I like the look of it. It easily went on, and I like the color quite a bit. It's just a nice basic brown. For mascara, I actually have a primer and a mascara from Catrice. I've never used any type of mascara product from Catrice, so this will be new. This first one is the primer, and it is called the Glam and Doll Volumizing Mascara Primer. So I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes with my Surratt curler. Then I'm going to bring you in so you can see. This is the primer. Just a nice clear color. Doesn't feel gloopy, which some of them can come out feeling very gloopy. Okay, and now let's try the Glam and Doll False Lashes Mascara in Blackest. It's a curved wand, which usually works out really well for holding curl. Let's see what this does. Going back in, it's a drier formula. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get mascara going. Okay, so that's several coats. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Okay, that is the mascara and the primer from Catrice. Okay, so let's move on to the lips. I have, first of all, a lip liner. They call this their lip foundation pencil. I like the color. But this tip needs to be sharpened. The color is pretty though. I like this. This is very pretty. It goes well with the blush that we used earlier. I have a couple of different other products. So first I have a lipstick. This is their Plumping Gel Lipstick in 40, and I'll swatch this here for you. So the lipstick is right here, and that's the lip liner. Kind of a pink shade, so we're going to try that. Definitely a pink. Not a pink nude, but a pink. But very pretty, and again looks very nice with this blush, this kind of berry blush. And then I got 2 shades of this liquid lip balm. We'll use them kind of like gloss to go on top of here. And I have the shade Raspberry Cream, and then I have the shade Lychee Glaze. So I think we'll go ahead with the Lychee Glaze on top of this. That's definitely toned it down. I'm going to go ahead and swatch the Lychee Glaze so you can see. It can be worn. I mean, it's a liquid lip balm, so you can see it has a shade to it. But it helped kind of tone down the brightness of that pink. I'll show you the Raspberry Cream as well next to it. Still kind of a nude color, but it's deeper than the Lychee. You could definitely wear this more on its own and still have a little bit of color. Okay, the final product I have from Catrice is their new Shake, Fix, and Glow setting spray. So I'm going to shake this up and go ahead and set my makeup. Ooh, very strong mister. Need my fan. definitely added some glow. It was a very strong mister. I really love setting sprays that have kind of a very fine mist, but this wasn't as bad as some of them, but I do think it's pretty powerful. It comes right at you. Okay, so this is the finished look, and I want to go through each product and just talk a little bit about my thoughts. I liked this primer. I didn't have any redness, so I couldn't really see if it was doing what it said, but the feel was really nice. It wasn't tacky or sticky, and very hydrating. This foundation, it looks nice. It's not the right color for me, so I'd like to try it again, but in my right color. A lot of times when you get a foundation and it's not the right color, you're automatically kind of turned off by the foundation. I actually like the way this looks on the skin, so I just need to get the right color match for me. This combination right here of the Corrector and of course of the Liquid Camouflage concealer, I think did a really nice job. I was impressed with how these work together. I really like this powder, this Prime and Fine Mattifying powder. It's always nice to have a good powder like this. This would be a nice one to just put in your purse too. And having the waterproof feature in this powder will really come in handy. This blush I have had for a little bit and I really do like it. It's a nice shade, it goes on smoothly. And I love the mosaic because it gives you a little combination of different colors. This bronzer, sorry, let me go back. This saved the day today. Thank goodness for this Sungasm Bronzer. I was very impressed with this, and this was brand new to me as well. So I'm happy that this will work, and I'm excited to use more of this bronzer. This highlight I really liked. I want to play with it a little bit more. It seemed a little chunky to me on this side, but I want to play with it a little bit more and see if maybe that was the overspray. As far as the eyes go, I had a little bit more trouble working with this Basic Bae today. I think that using this liquid eyeshadow underneath made a big difference and could have affected the way these were applying on my eyes. They made it a little bit harder to blend. So I love this. I've used this quite a bit and I've never had any problems, so I'm assuming it's that. I really like this liquid eyeshadow. I would wear this quite a bit and maybe with some sort of a one and done glitter topper. In fact, this would have been beautiful, just this all over the lid and then using that shimmer shade Wifey all over the top of the lid would have been really pretty. So I will be using this a lot and I do like this shadow. It just was a little harder for me to work with today. The eye pencil was very nice, went on smoothly, and I hope it does have that nice 18-hour wear. I would be excited about that. And the mascara and primer, I will continue to use. I think they did a nice job. Wasn't outstanding, didn't blow my mind. And this mascara was a little dry and harder to get going, but it did build, so that was good. As far as the lip products, the lip liner, really nice, just definitely needs to be sharpened. It's a little low. And I liked the lipstick quite a bit. It's a nice color, really pretty. It goes well with this blue sweater that I have on. And these two liquid lip balms will be very nice. These would be great purse products. Throw in your purse, have it to just put on and go. And both these shades are nice, but they're all very light. So if you want the deepest color, I would get the raspberry shade to have a little bit more pigment. But the lychee was nice as a topper. And finally, the Shake, Fix, and Glow Spray definitely gave a little glow, which is nice. And it was a little strong of a mist. I would like a little bit softer mister, a little bit more time delay in it, but very nice. And hopefully it will help with the glow, with keeping the glow and helping the makeup to stay on longer. All in all, great day of Catrice makeup. I highly encourage you to try out something from Catrice. I have other products from Catrice. I have another foundation that I absolutely love, another concealer. I have a great face palette. If you'd like for me to do more with Catrice, I'm happy to. They really are a great brand at the drugstore. And it was fun to hear kind of their thoughts on how they are innovative with makeup. And I really do think they are. These are great products, and this is always fun for me to play with makeup here with you today. I would love for you to come join me again sometime. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love to have you here as a subscriber. Click that notification bell so that you're notified anytime that I post a new video, and hit the thumbs up button if you like full face makeup comparisons, seeing how an entire brand can do a full face of makeup. If you're looking for more day-to-day content, come join me over on Instagram at KZBeautyCoach. Every Sunday I do a get ready with me and I post all kinds of fun posts about beauty and makeup. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.